So we have our chair here for support if you need it. At any time, if you do feel that you are losing your balance, just place a hand down. You're welcome to keep a hand on the chair the whole time, or even feel your leg against the chair if that will provide you more support. We are just working on strengthening of the arms. So we'll be doing balance a little bit later. So feel free to use the chair as you see fit. I'm going to give you the side view for this first one. So we will be doing our bicep curls to arm lifts. And if you'd like to add a little bit more strength work, especially for the legs, we're going to add a squat. To review the squat, separate your feet a little bit wider than the hips. Remember, the knees don't go past the toes and they track towards the direction of the center of the toes. To squat, engage through the core muscles, hinge forward at the hips as you press your bottom back behind you. Soft bend in those knees. Make sure those knees don't go past the toes. They track towards the center of the toes. And then to come back up, press into the heels to rise back up. So our mini squat, and the depth of your squat is up to you. Really feel the work of the glutes and the legs. So let's start with and add our arm movement. So palms facing each other, shoulders move down. So standing nice and tall. And then we'll do our bicep curl where we'll draw those thumbs towards the shoulders, keep the shoulders down, elbows just stay alongside the body, and then go ahead and straighten the arms. And when we do our arm lifts, that's when we'll do a little squat. So the depth is up to you. And then stand up tall. And then our arm curls, bicep curls, straighten, and then squat. So it's a little bit of coordination, a little bit of thinking involved. So we are exercising our brain as we are exercising our body. And if you'd prefer to just skip the squat, you're welcome to just stay in a standing position as we just do a couple more times. And one last time, moving with intention and purpose for those muscles that we're going to strengthen. All right, and go ahead and shake it out. I'm going to move my chair to the front. Actually, I'll move it a little bit to the side so you can see my feet. Next, let's stand in a normal stance. You can start with the feet a little bit closer together or a little bit about hip width distance apart if you need a little bit more stability. Arms down by the sides, palms facing each other, move the shoulders back and down, engage strongly through the core. So we're going to do our arm lifts out to the side, or T-arm lifts to your height. But if you'd like to add a little bit more, we'll move side to side by gently tapping the toes out to the side and come back in. And then over to the other side. If you do find that the balance is challenged, you're welcome just to keep both feet flat onto the floor. And let's go a few more times on each side. So you'll feel the work of the shoulders, the work of the upper back. And then you'll also feel, if you are stepping side to side, you'll feel the work of the outer hips and the work of the leg, of the standing leg. All right. And then go ahead and shake it out. Okay. Let's move to work those tricep muscles along the back of the arm. So I'm going to give you the side view once again. Let's find ourselves in a nice tall way of standing. Let's have a soft bend in the knees. So the feet are about hip bone distance apart, or even a little bit wider if you need to. Arms down by the sides, palms facing each other. Move the shoulders down. We're going to add a little hip hinge. So when we hinge forward at the hips, reach just a few degrees forward. I want to keep a nice strong flat back, so really engage through the belly. You'll feel some work in the glutes. And this is when we'll lift those pinky fingers as high as we can comfortably, keep the arms straight and the shoulders away from the ears, and then we'll upright and draw the arms back down by the sides. So a little hip hinge and lift those arms, and then go ahead and come back. So let's move it through this a few more times. I kind of imagine that I'm on the starting block at the edge of the pool, and I'm getting ready to race. And I've never actually raced in a swimming race, but this is what I imagine when the guy says, or when the person says, on your marks, get ready, and then when they're about to dive in. So don't take my word for it, as I've never done a swimming race. but you should feel some work happening on the back of the arms. Let's do 2 more times. And you'll also feel some good strength work for those glutes and the back of the body as well. And then go ahead and shake it out. All right. For this next one, we will do our arm claps with option to do a heel lift. So if you do find that the balance is a little challenged for today, you can draw the chair so it's just barely grazing your thighs, so it gives a little bit of support, but we're not leaning into the chair. So that is an option if you find your balance challenged for today. Another option is just to skip the heel lifts. Let's draw the arms out to the side at a height that works best for you, palms facing forward to start. Separate the feet so they're about hip bone distance or a little wider. And then when we draw those palms toward each other, keep the shoulders down, feel the work of the chest. Maybe you're lifting the heels just a little bit off of the floor, and then softly release back down and open the arms up. And if you'd like, you're also welcome to just lift one heel at a time so that you do get the benefit of that extra work for the legs, but you are still feeling stable and balanced. If you feel good and it's safe for you to do so, you can slowly lift the heels as you draw the arms forward. And let's do that a few more times, feeling the work of the inner arms and the chest muscles. One last time. Keep the shoulders down. Ooh, and then come back and shake it out. All right. So we added a little extra strength work for the lower half of the body. It helps with our coordination, helps with the brain. Let's do one more. So from here, let's stand close to the chair. We'll keep the hand that is closest to the chair on the chair. And then from here, we'll draw the opposite arm out. So we're going to make little circles with the arm. And if you need to keep it a little bit lower, feel free to do so. And then we're going to stand on the leg that is furthest away from the chair and start to circle that leg. So the arm and the leg, I'm going to step a little bit further away, can go in opposite direction to start, and then change the direction of those circles. So you should feel some work in the shoulders and the arm and the leg. A couple more times on this side, and then go ahead and release. And then let's switch it over to the other side. So hand that is closest to the chair stays on the chair. Opposite arm out to the side, start your circles, and then leg also circles as well. We stand a little bit further away. Try to keep that good upright position, and then change the direction of your circles. All right. Whew. And then go ahead and shake it out.